Good afternoon. This is a live demo for NAB 2022 for those that can't make it. We have a couple of these videos up on our YouTube page. This one is going to be on synchronous and asynchronous review with the FlowCaster live site workflow. FlowCaster is a website and a group of tools that allow you to do collaborative, secure review either across the internet or locally within your own network. What I have up right now in front of me is the FlowCaster Live site. And as you can see, it is a collaborative chat site that lets you send video and audio between groups of people and add comments between them. And most of the things you would expect from a typical chat site like a Google Meet or Teams. The main difference in this site is that it's designed for collaborative video review. Earlier, I put up a demo of the live edit review. This is a demo of the synchronous and asynchronous review systems. So unlike the live edit, which works with an editor directly, this system works with files that have been rendered out by your editor and placed somewhere where they're accessible to the participants. These do not have to reside on our site. They do not even have to reside on the internet. They can be local to your internal network, so long as all the participants can get access to them. The first simpler mode is the asynchronous system, where one person works on a particular review at a time, or groups can work on them individually on their own times in different time zones. So the system itself allows you to add comments. And right now the comments are based on the time of day. Really what you want to do in a review is review a particular file. So I can go and load a file from anywhere and have that appear in my session. And then that file can be played, and we can do seeks and pauses and move around. And when we add comments to this, at this point, they're actually set at the time code of the file, which you can see down here in the lower left, and then attached to the actual comment. And this way, we know exactly the frame that the person was commenting on in the session. The comments also highlight when they are at the same time code in the file that we're reviewing. I could also use drawing tools to make my point more clear. So in this case, I was thinking it was too foggy, so I can draw some circles around the areas that I think are too foggy. I can use an arrow, point in. I can alter the colors, draw boxes. When I move away from that time code, then they disappear because they are locked to that time code. So now if I have a new frame and I want to draw some other comments, let's say some line segments, and I want to put a little bit of text. And once I'm finishing up my comments, I can then move on. If I go back to those particular spots, then the drawings will show back up at the time codes at which they were placed. I've gone a little too far, it seems. There we go. So it lit up. And we have our list. Now with this list, I can now go and export this session to a Frame.io, Resolve, Avid, or a Trustic Adobe session, and that session can then be reloaded into this, or it can be imported into any of those editing creative softwares to set up markers and drawings that I've set up here within those systems themselves. Now this sort of collaboration is great and has been around for a while, where everybody works on their own. One of the great things about the FlowCaster Live system is you can also do this completely synchronously in groups. So if I bring up another session, you can see that it not only makes the session, but everything is in complete sync. So there's the people involved, there's the video, everything is automatically loaded, and and the site itself responsively changes to the size it has available to it. So it can run everything from an iPhone up to your desktop. Now, the really great thing about this is that, again, none of this video is on our servers, and none of this video goes through our servers. This is all done peer-to-peer. So it uses the WebRTC security, or if it's done within your own facility, it uses your security plus the WebRTC security. So when new users log on, all of the comments and all of the drawings are simply sent peer-to-peer, so everybody has a copy in their browser so that they get everything that has happened up to that point to work with. And as far as the file that you are playing back and working on goes, that is being read to each one individually. So that is not being sent, that is being read. And that is why you can actually host it on your own servers or host it within your own facility so that the video itself never leaves your facility, even if you're using the FlowCaster Live site to do all of the connections. So now that I'm in this mode, when I draw something on one panel, it immediately shows up on the other. If I make a comment, it immediately shows up in the other chats. All this is done peer-to-peer, all this is still timecode locked, and then any one of the people in the session can import and export sessions, they can record sessions, and they can each add videos. So if you want to work on different videos in the same session, they can be added piecemeal, or you can make different sessions for different videos if that makes more sense for your workflow. So thank you very much for listening to our demo. You can find more information at the workflow site, www.flowcaster.live, and more information on the tools at www.flowcaster.com.